Miriam decides to make a table that lists the weight of the dogs she will be feeding in the order that she will feed them. A portion of Miriam's table is shown below. Complete the table using the rules you wrote in item 6. All right. So first, let's go through and identify, is it a mid-sized dog, a large-sized dog, or a medium-sized dog? Well, 21, that's going to be a mid-size. 70, that's going to be a mid-size. 16, that's going to be a small. 120, that's a large-sized dog. 15 is a small. 56 is a mid-size. 27, mid-size, because it falls between 20 and 100. 107, well, that's bigger than 100, so that's large. 7 is a small size, and 25 is mid. So I'm going to go through. I know that based on my functions that I wrote here, if the dog is small, they get whatever they weigh in ounces. So this is going to be 16. This is going to be 15, and this is going to be 7. Okay. Now we're going to do those mid-sized dogs. Okay. Mid-sized dogs, remember that they're going to get 1/2 their weight plus 10. 1/2 their weight plus 10. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 21 plus 10. 20.5. Going to do the same thing, but this time I'm doing 70. So 1/2 of 70 plus 10, 45. That's a large dog, so we'll come back to that one. 56. This dog's going to be fed 38 ounces. We have 27. So it's 23.5 ounces. That's a large dog, so we'll come back to that one. Then I got this dog that weighs 25. They're going to get 22.5. Okay. We also should have noticed that our amounts for these dogs should have fallen between 20 and 60. If I had a number that was smaller than 20 ounces for my mid-sized dogs, or if it was bigger than 60 ounces, we obviously didn't use the right formula. Okay. We would have noticed that had I done, for instance, this 107-pound dog with that function that we just used, if I'd have done 1/2 times 107 and added 10, it would have been bigger than 60, which would have indicated to me that I used the wrong function there. So I have to use the large size dog's formula, which is 1/10 of the weight plus 50. Okay, so we're going to do 1/10 times 120 plus, was that 50? Yeah, plus 50 there. I see what I did right after I tried to press the enter. So I'm going to get 62 ounces for this dog. And then we're going to do that same function, but this time we've got the pounds of 107. This dog gets fed 60.7 ounces. Now remember, if I plug that into the second equation for that 107 dog, he got 63.5. So I would have been overfeeding him because he's only supposed to get 60.7. So you got to make sure you're using the right function at the right time. So that's the reason why I went through and first identified what kind of dog it was. Let's take a look at number 9. The functions in item 6 can be written as a piecewise defined function. Every possible weight, W, has exactly one feeding amount, A, assigned to it, but the rule for determining that feeding amount changes for dogs of different sizes. The different feeding rules along with their domains, are considered to be the pieces of a single piecewise defined function. Miriam decides to write a piecewise defined function to represent the function she wrote in item 6. Explain how you know that each equation in item 6 represents a function. Now remember, function means that each input will have one and only one output. Complete the piecewise defined function for the feeding rules. All right, well, recall that back on question 6, it says A of W equals W. When do I use that equation? When 0 is less than W, which is less than 20. What function do I use if the dog weighs between 20 and 100 pounds? Hi there. It's currently 7:05. 1/2 W plus 10. When do I use that bottom function? What must be true? Looks like it'll be a cloudy day. And now, here the dog's weight must be bigger than 100. So we would write that as W is greater than 100. Explain why the equation from part B is also a function, and use the domain of each rule to help you justify that. How do I know that this equation is a function? Well, we know that because the domains only use the inputs in 3 separate sections. On to the wrap up of this lesson.